Okay, so now that we simply know how to use our EC2 instance, what we want to do now is to learn how to use EC2 with an IAM role in this case. So remember, we created a role in an IAM service the other time. Okay, so what you want to do, of course, is to, in your EC2, okay, you see instances, okay, in your EC2. Then what you want to do now is to connect. So by clicking on connect, so okay, so when you connect, then you scroll down. So make the username, you make sure you don't change it, otherwise it will never work. So what you want to do is to click on connect. Okay, and you must make sure you select your instance before you do that. So let me click connect. So when you connect, it's going to open up a new tab for you like this. Okay, so what you will simply want to do now is we can write few commands. You don't need to learn any command for the exam, but I just let's just type ping. Okay, so which, you know, ping, then space, then Google. So this is just me testing if Google is actually active right now. So that's what the command does. You can try this for any website. If you press enter, this is actually going to return me a bunch of messages, as you can see here. Okay, good. So this means Google is active. I mean, we are just testing this command if it works. So you can press Ctrl C to quit out of this. So Ctrl C. Then I'm just going to clear my screen by typing clear and then press enter. Okay, so this clears my screen right here. Okay, so what we want to simply do now is we can list all the IAM users from right here. Okay, so remember we learned IAM before we got into this EC2, and you know, we can actually list all the IAM users or all the IAM groups, right? And what we can simply do before we even proceed, we can actually check the this version of now we are using. So you can just simply type AWS, then hyphen version like this. Okay, and then you press enter. So this is going to show you the version right now. So remember, we use this on our command line interface in the IAM section. So this is the second version, and you know, it's successfully there, right? And you know, when we wanted to check the user during the IAM section, what we did was we typed AWS configure, okay, just to set up our account here. So if I press enter now, you see it asks me for my access ID. Do you remember how to create an access ID in the IAM section? Okay, and you know, the access ID allows you to simply come into your account here, by the way, and then you can view all the IAM users or whatever. But if I just say, for example, I put in my access key and I press enter, and it asks for my secret key, I press enter again, and it asks for my default region, I just press enter to skip it. And then lastly, it asks for my default output format, I just press enter. And then lastly, it just simply logs me in, right in this case, right? So this is very bad. But you can say I didn't put in my access key or secret key. The reason why I didn't put this in is because if I put this in, and if there is another IAM user, okay, that has access to this EC2 service, they would be able to actually see my secret key and my access key, which is very bad. Okay, so you don't want to, you know, configure inside of this terminal here, right? So it's very bad. So in that case, that's when we need to assign roles, okay, and IAM roles. So remember, we actually created the roles in the IAM section, and I said we'll come back to it. Okay, so you need to give this EC2 a role, okay, just to pretend like it is an IAM, okay, and it can actually see all the users or all the groups, right? For example, though, if I wanted to see all the users, this is not going to work, and the way to do it is by typing AWS, then IAM, then list hyphen users. Okay, usually if I type this, it's supposed to list all the users, but because if you look at the error now, it says you can configure credentials by running AWS login. Okay, but that's not it. So but what I simply want to do is to give this EC2, this my instance rather, a role. Okay, so just to remind you guys the role right now, what I'll do, I just want to remind you about that role. I'll just quickly go back to my IAM by searching for it. Okay, so I just want to show you just quickly. So I'll click on IAM. So remember, this our IAM, which was the first service. Remember there was something called roles, and we created a role. So if I just click on it, so by default there are 3 roles here, but the one we created in our own section was the sample role for EC2, right? So let's go back to our EC2. Just search for EC2 and go back to your EC2. So this is your EC2. Now we want to give this my first instance that role. And remember, just to click on this sample role in my IAM, I want to actually show you the policy I give it. Just gonna click on it. So the permission I gave it was, so we simply gave it a role. So it's still loading, but we gave it a role called IAM read only access. So something like this, right? So read only access, right? And that was the role we gave it. So anytime a role is just a temporary permission, right? So let's go back to our EC2. So this is my EC2 here in this case, and I want to give it that permission. That instead of me giving permission, I'll just give it that role temporarily. So I can click on this my instance now, and what I want to do is to just right click on it anywhere, just right click on it, okay, and then you see instance settings. Okay, so this instance settings, okay, so let me zoom out a little. So on this instance settings, you can actually set up the IAM role. Okay, so now that option is not there again, so just let's right click again. Now it's not in instance settings, so they have moved it to that should be. So let's check in security. Okay, so when you check in security, when you right click on your instance, then you click on modify IAM roles. Okay, though there's no IAM role assigned here, but just click on it. Okay, so that's where you set up the IAM role. So remember the role we saw just now, sample role for EC2. Okay, just to show you that. So sample role for EC2. So this was the role we created in IAM. I'm just trying to remind you again. So what we want to do is, you can also create an IAM role here automatically. So but if you open it now, you will see that we have the role here, sample role for EC2. So we just click on it, then click on update IAM role. So automatically this instance would have that role. It will be able to read only all the things in IAM, whether you want to see all the groups or all the roles or anything about the IAM, you can only see it. Okay, you can't edit or delete anything, right? That was the permission we gave this EC2. So it says successfully attach this EC2 role now. So when we try to go back here this time and we type that IAM AWS IAM list -users now, you see this will be able to list all the users for me, right? Like so. If I hit down that, and then you can see it's able to list all the users for me, and it says users Olivia, user ID, the correct password, and that's it. Okay, so that's the importance of role. So now this our EC2 instance is now temporarily having the permission to actually list all the IAM roles, because most of these services we are using, okay, maybe like EC2 for example, does not have permission to view all the IAM roles. It does not have permission to work with other services. So you need to create a role and let it pretend like it was IAM, and then it has access to read, okay, depending on the permission you give it. All right, so this might look tedious right now, but you can just take a break and come back to it. Okay, and now this may not be necessary for you to know, okay, but that's it. Okay, so that's all about that.